Caspervision. So what do you reckon about the YouTube boxing, mate? Have you watched any of the fights and that?
Do you know what? I didn't pay for it, but I did watch it.
That's what she said.
Okay, now you've always got to get that in, haven't you? You get that in every podcast, Brad. It's in every fucking video.
Never too old, mate. Never grow up.
No, you can't.
Which ones have you seen then?
I watched KSI's 2 fights and stuff. I'd never pay for it. I'm not. But I found a way to watch it if I pay for it. Don't tell the police.
Yeah. No, we won't go
down.
The
YouTube, mate. You can next day on YouTube.
Yeah.
What did you think about all the fights?
I think it's not regulated by the British Boxing Board, so it's not going to be as safe. Okay. Eventually, someone will get hurt. I think because obviously it's very regulated pro boxing, but this isn't pro boxing, but it's done in a similar way. No head guards, small gloves. I think it needs a separate subcategory because it's not boxing. It's influencer boxing, YouTube boxing, but they shouldn't be recognised as boxers because they're not. They're YouTubers who have done a bit of boxing.
I've never thought about it like that before. That's a good point, mate.
Tell me again. Sorry, mate. Tell me about. You say it's not professional boxing, but they've signed up to be professional. So what's the difference?
It's sort of like. It's not properly professional, I don't think. Say like the referees in there and stuff, they're not proper professional referees. And when it's professional, it has to be regulated.
Okay.
So like,
because the second boxer that KSI fought was actually a pro boxer.
Yeah.
And he performed probably the worst out of all of them.
So that guy, you know,
my head, my fucking head.
that guy that had lost 5, won 2. Who did he beat? Because he was shit. Who did that guy beat?
He was terrible.
Because he was terrible. He was real bad.
Yeah.
But
he was
he was a pro going to YouTube boxing like it's so he wouldn't need the regulation.
It's not regulated the same. They're not having the brain scans the same way. They're not having all these weeks off if they get knocked out.
No, it's not.
Obviously, they're not.
Yeah. But then Tommy Fury was supposed to be up against Jake Paul.
Now, I think sometimes they do actual pro shows, then it is regulated.
Right.
They have to get their license and stuff. I think Jake Paul is an actual pro, but these guys were just YouTubers.
Right.
Like the undercard, like the show was a YouTuber card, so like it wasn't.
So you know that? Did you see the KSI versus Logan Paul a few years ago?
I watched the highlights and stuff, but
because they had 2 fights.
Yeah,
and that was, I think the first fight was head guard and that, and then the second fight was what they called a pro fight because there was no head guards and what weight?
10 ounce.
Yeah. So they were using 10 ounce, I think. And then obviously Logan fought fucking what's his name? Oh man, the Mayweather, yeah. So again, I would have thought that would have been a pro fight.
I don't know. It gets confused. See, it gets muddied. I think it gets confusing. I don't think that would have went on Mayweather's record because he's.
Oh no! It was like an exhibition fight sort of thing.
It's like money grab. It's just a money spinner. All of it is just a money spinner, and because they've felt like fair play to them, they've built their name in such a big way. They can do things like this, and they've built their YouTube. There's something about them that's talented that they've been able to do this, but it doesn't make them a boxer.
No.
So they're just knowing how to work the system. It gives them something to do that generates money. Sell out the O2. They couldn't sell out the O2 doing a YouTube video. Let's fight each other. It's not regulated.
I have to sort of defend them in a way because when you say they're not a boxer, what is defined as a boxer? Because they've
it's a lifestyle, I think, Ben.
Yeah. Well. Yeah,
eat lightning, crap thunder.
No, because I'm saying but as you were growing up, going through the boxing, you probably had a job. You know, you were doing something, and you were doing. I got a box tonight, you know, all that sort of stuff. And I suppose their job, you could say, is YouTubing, but they're going to the gym every day. They're sparring every day. They're working out every day. They're inspiring to be boxers, and they're performing to a level.
Yeah, I think. But the application is different.
Right.
So let's look at me, right? So I boxed since I was 10 years old till I was 22, amateur. Had 56 amateur fights. Never had a season off, dedicated everything to it. 22 to now, professional.
Yeah.
I've not made a 1% of what they've made. And I've done everything in my life only boxing. So fair enough. You can call me a boxer.
Yeah,
They've done none of that apprenticeship, but want the same titles.
Yeah,
that's why I said a subcategory, like a YouTube boxer. But
they should call it YouTube fighting.
Yeah, it's not real.
I sort of say what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not the same.
It's a bit like sort of me going home and my missus saying, "Oh, the doors come off the head," and I screw it back up and say, "I'm a fucking joiner now," isn't it? I suppose.
So, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's like me doing 2 videos on YouTube next week, getting 10,000 views, and going, "I'm a fucking YouTuber." And you'd be like, "No, you're fucking not, mate. I've been doing this shit 10 years."
Yeah. Okay, well, I got what you're saying. Yeah. Would you ever?
Yeah, put the fucking graft in like I have.
You got work, mate.
Fucking shoulders going a lot.
Would you ever consider fighting a YouTuber?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Easiest fight for the most money possible. It's an absolute robbing the bank. Absolutely robbing the bank.
You could probably make it happen, mate.
I probably could.
Mate, any of them.
Really?
Any of them, absolutely. Easiest money ever. They wouldn't win a Southern Area. They wouldn't win ABAs. They wouldn't win nothing.
Yeah?
Yeah, 100%.
Who would you like to? If you were to call out somebody, who would it be? Out of, what is it? Jake Paul. You've got Jake Paul, KSI, Deji,
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, yeah.
I'm probably related to one of those Paul ones.
That's a good point.
Imagine that, mate. Imagine that. Bro.
I don't know, man. Like, they don't seem like bad guys. I don't personally hate them or anything like that. Like, fair play to them. Like, maybe I should start a YouTube channel and I'll start making some money. But
you've got a YouTube channel though, haven't you?
No, I'm not like that. I've just socials. But yeah, any of them that pay me the most, to be honest. Yeah.
It would be to go up against.
You're a YouTuber, yeah. I'll get up to 5 years.
Give it a go, mate.
Fucking hell. I'll be a fucking referee.
But going back to the YouTube boxing, I think you've got to give them some sort of respect to go, because you know how dangerous it is, right, to go into the ring. So I think there's got to be some sort of respect there for them.
I respect it, and like some of them seem like they train hard. Like you see Jake Paul and all these things, they seem like they train hard. I respect anyone who gets in the ring, but I give props when they're deserved, and they're not quite deserved yet from certain people who just like say for example the guy that KSI boxed, the Swarms guy. So I was in the gym with him, so I went to spar in this other gym, and he was in there training. It was on the fight week. I was watching him spar, and I was like, obviously he's boxed for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So he just pulled the guy off the street to fight someone, and I was like, KSI's not in danger of getting hurt. That guy, do you know what I mean?
That's why he did 2 fights in one night.
Yeah,
because he was supposed to be up against.
That was ridiculous. It pissed me off watching that. Sorry, Ben.
Wasabi, that's his name. Alex Wasabi.
Yeah.
Wasabi.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah. That pissed me off watching that. When I saw KSI fighting those 2 fighters, I thought that's fucking ridiculous. It's shit. Absolute shit.
Can't defend himself.
I was excited to watch KSI box because I've not really seen much of him.
I tell you who
did a lot better.
I was just going to say, I tell you who did, like, I think performed the best was Deji, because that was his 3rd fight and he'd lost the first 2.
Yeah.
You know, just purely down to stamina, just health. You know, he didn't drop the weight.
He didn't last one round, mate.
Yeah. But this time, mate, I mean, he did really well, and the technique was there. I mean, obviously, technique was there to a good standard. You know, probably again nothing to what a professional level would be. Yeah. But it's still a damn good standard. I'm like proud of what he did.
I respect it. Like everyone likes an underdog story. He lost 2. Yeah. And he didn't stop. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, improvement. But yeah, YouTube boxing.
So Pauls versus Pauls.
Yeah.
Pauls versus Pauls.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, isn't it?
Yeah, or fucking KSI. Make it easier, innit? England.
Yeah, do it outside Sailors.
Outside Sailors. Fucking hell.
Outside Dirty Birdies.
Dirty Birdies.